Hello, I'm Jackie, and I'd like to introduce Ashley Thornton-Higgs, who is founder of Adala UK. And I met Ashley when she travelled down from the Midlands to receive her Rouhani Celestial Healing Attunement with me. And as soon as she mentioned that she was a Cacoaista, my ears pricked up and I was like, yeah, we've got to get her on here for an interview. So welcome, Ashley. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, hi, Jackie. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
So Ashley is a mother of three. She's a certified Cacoaista. She provides shamanic journeys to help you shift your consciousness with plant medicines. She's a Rouhani energy healer, a medicinal mushroom advisor. That could be another subject later on. A public speaker, and basically she's just a beautiful soul. So I'm really, really excited to talk to Ashley today about cacao. So, Ashley, cacao, spelt C-A-C-A-O. What is it? I know that it's something to do with chocolate, but just tell us, explain further.
So cacao it's 100% pure chocolate. So it is raw, it's unprocessed, so it's straight from the bean. And what happens is for 2 weeks around, it gets fermented with banana leaves and dried out, and then it's all kind of put together. I've actually got a little bit to show you, actually. Yeah. Okay, so
show us.
Is the Ashaninka. Sorry, this is Satsayaku. So this is from an Ecuadorian tribe. So the Satsayaku is the actual tribe that produce this cacao. And then I've got another one as well. So this is a little bit different. So you can see it's a bit more solid, not so bubbly. This is from the Ashaninka tribe. This is Peruvian. Okay. So cacao's grown basically all around the equator. So it's not grown any further. I think it's a few degrees of the equator. So all around the equator, you'll find cacao trees. So.
Okay, so obviously that's a lump that's not particularly user friendly. Do you have to like grind it, or? Yeah,
so when you use it, you use it in a drink. So you have it in a drink, a warm drink. It's like it's not hot chocolate, so it's hot water and cacao. And so like you can have a daily dose, and what you do is you will shave it and you do it in a ritual kind of way. So yeah, shave it down so it's kind of down to dust, or it doesn't go to powder, but it's like shards, like tiny shards, and then you can add it into your hot water and stir it around. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Because mine looks like this. Mine's in a tub. I bought this from Sainsbury's and I haven't really got to grips with it yet. So how would I use this?
So it's slightly different. So a lot of cacao, so ceremonial cacao straight from the bean. So sometimes they say that you have cacao, but they actually put in the cacao butter and the cacao bean together, or the cacao powder together. So then that's also classed as cacao, but it's been through a lot of processing. So because this has been through no processing, this is the plant medicine. So you can still use that in like cakes and everything, and for anything really, anything with chocolate, or making, and like energy balls is a good one for making cacao. But you can still make it. Just
so basically what you've got there is like the pure.
Yeah,
and this is sort of still a little bit, although this says it's organic, it's still a little bit messed around with. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's exactly, yeah. Okay. So this is why we class this type of cacao, ceremonial grade cacao, as a plant medicine, because it is literally, nothing's really been done to it. It's literally straight from the bean. So
right, I've got lots of questions coming now. So tell us first of all about ceremonies. You're talking about tell us about the ceremonies.
So I do quite a few ceremonies around the Midlands at the moment. So what we do in ceremony is we can have a higher dose of cacao. So normally if you're having cacao every day, you'd have it say once a day. there is a coffee to cacao challenge, so you can like replace it with instead of drinking coffee every day, you can drink cacao. So you can do that, but with the ceremonies, I do a higher dose of cacao. And what we'll do is we'll drink cacao and then we'll sit in ceremony. So we'll sit lying down, we'll make nests and do a journey. So we'll go and meet Mama Cacao and we'll go with an intention. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Okay.
Yeah. It's
and so
it helps with a lot of it's used for inner work. So it really dives deep into your unconscious mind, and it's a real beautiful heart opener as well. So it opens your heart chakra, so it allows all of those things to come up.
Okay, sounds lovely. So tell us about the sort of, you know, if we're using it in this way, it must have some nice health benefits. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so the health benefit wise, it's full of vitamins and antioxidants. So it's got vitamin C, E, B1, B2, 3, 5, and B9. It's the highest source of magnesium actually in any fruit or vegetable. It's also got iron, calcium, copper, zinc, magnesium, and potassium in. It's also good for, so it triggers your neural transmitters. So it really goes to your, so it's known as the bliss molecule. So it triggers your dopamine and the serotonin. So yeah, it's it also has phylethamine. So yeah, it's all really works well with the brain. So but this bliss molecule, so like if you've been to the gym, you know, you get that feeling of feeling really good after you've been to the gym. You get that feeling after cacao, so you feel quite heightened. But also because it's got the theobromine in, you don't have that come down like you do from coffee. So caffeine, you know, you get a real, like, you get a caffeine low, don't you? You don't get that from cacao.
I don't drink coffee. I've never drunk coffee.
That's really good.
I don't know. It's not a health thing. I've just never drunk it.
No, that's good. That's good. But if you drink caffeine, then you get like a lull from caffeine, whereas the theobromine, you just kind of stay there. So yeah, you don't get that massive sink.
So it's literally like a natural high then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with the serotonin, like this time of year, that's even better, isn't it?
Yeah, it's perfect. It's great. It's lovely to have it. So if you do have it in daily, it's really nice just to make that little ritual and that time as well. So the whole making process, because it's not a quick process, it's not sticking a cup of a spoonful of coffee in your cup. It's you've got to shave it down and you've got to sit over the stove and stir it. So that the whole process, and then if you sit down even with a daily dose, sit down with your intention for the day, it's lovely. Like it gives you that chance to really settle back into yourself. So yeah,
that's a real nice spiritual practice then, isn't it? Just to settle, like you say, set the intention and set the day up, really. That's lovely. Okay, so tell us, you mentioned earlier, that was the other question that I had, you mentioned plant medicine. Tell me a little bit about that.
So plant medicine, so the plant medicine family is quite big. Well, there's a few in. So one of the biggest at the moment is ayahuasca. So ayahuasca is in the rainforest, and these plant medicines. So mushrooms can be classed as a plant medicine, but it's actually a fungi. So it's not actually a plant. So it's got its own kind of category. But then there's cactus. There's quite a few different ones that. Plant medicines, but all these plant medicines basically work with our bodies. They shift consciousness basically, so they can take you to different realms. They will help you become the better person if you allow it. So, but cacao is it's very powerful plant medicine, but it's not quite as daunting. So it's a psychoactive not a psychedelic. So a lot of plant medicines are psychedelic. So you'll see lots of things, whereas cacao is a psychoactive. So when we sit down in meditation or go on a journey, you will see things will arise, but it's your subconscious that's working in the background. So, and you can either see this visually, or you can see, or you can hear things. So it's a very, it's a lovely thing. Like cannabis is another plant medicine as well, so, and that can be used in ceremony. So yeah, there's lots of, they're all there to work with our bodies to make us better humans and to shift consciousness. So the consciousness bit is to, for me, I feel it is to see what our potential is, and to really connect us back to Mother Earth as well. I feel that as a species, we've actually lost that connection to Earth. So with these plant medicines, they are all reconnecting us back in, and we'll realise that we're all connected.
That's really interesting. I guess it's something that I haven't particularly dabbled in before. So it's it's nice to hear. So is it safe for everybody to use, or is there anyone who should avoid it?
So if the only people that should avoid it, if you're on SRIs, so antidepressants, because they are giving you serotonin in a different way. Cacao will naturally enhance your serotonin working with your body. So if you on our SRIs, it will basically give you too much serotonin. It can make you feel quite sick and quite heady. It's not, you don't want to keep doing it, but so I wouldn't drink a lot of cacao. But if you're looking to come off your SRIs, then this might be a good replacement, maybe. So yeah.
So anyone who's fairly healthy and no particular sort of health problems, it's okay for them to sort of have a daily cuppa of cacao.
Yeah, so daily cup, yes, wonderful. It will just make everything feel a lot lighter. It's a lovely and you know what, you start enjoying looking forward to your cup of cacao and sitting down with your cup of cacao every day. So yeah, definitely. If you are feeling low, or you're feeling a little bit depressed, but you're not on any of those, even if you are, you still can have, because I know people that don't want to be on antidepressants anymore and want to try and come, so they've started taking cacao a little bit and just seeing how they get on. But yeah, they will feel heady. It's heady and maybe feel a bit sick.
Because it's quite uplifting. Is it better to have it in the morning rather than sort of in the evening? You wouldn't have it as like an evening drink?
So you can have it as an evening drink. So some people use it. It's really good for sleep actually as well. So if you start drinking a daily cup, whether you drink it in the morning or at night time, it will help with your sleep. But sometimes, say if you can't get to sleep, you could have a little cup of cacao, but maybe just do say 10 grams or 15 grams, but go with the intention of sleep, that you want to rest. Good. So if you set that intention, then she should support you in that.
Yeah. Okay. So what advice would you give to anybody who's going to sort of start on their cacao journey?
Oh, what advice? Just go with it, explore with her. So I'm a very purist when it comes to cacao. I literally just drink it with water, and in ceremony, that's how I'll serve it in ceremony as well, because she does like to be drank with just water, but it's not drinking hot chocolate, so it's a completely different taste. She smells like chocolate, she looks like chocolate, but she's quite bitter.
And it's quite earthy, isn't it? It's got like a very earthy taste to it.
Yeah, she's very earthy. So when I first started drinking her, I used to make it like I'd make a cup of tea. So I'd do the ritual bit with the water in the pan, and then I'd have a little bit of plant milk on the top and maybe a little bit of sweetener. I used to use agave syrup.
Okay.
But then as time's come on, I've changed and just drink it with water now. So
You get used to it.
yeah, there is lots of recipes. So quite a few people drink it with plant milk. So instead of just boiling it with the water, you can just do it with oat milk or soy milk or any kind of plant milk, as long as it's a plant milk. Yeah, so you can do it like that. And people do, you can add a little bit of chili to it or cinnamon, or so you can really play with her, definitely. So like I make it for the kids, and I'll put a bit of cinnamon in, a little bit of nutmeg maybe, and do it with milk.
So it's okay for kids to have?
Yeah, just low dosages, so not too much. So I'll probably do about 10 grams.
I noticed that you keep referring to it as her. Tell us about that.
So it's Mama Cacao. So she's she's the cacao spirit, basically. So when we go on a journey, on a shamanic journey with her, you go and meet Mama Cacao. So and she's a woman.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? I should probably mention, I know we were talking about medication, antidepressants and stuff like that. Obviously, please don't anybody start messing with your medication without speaking to your GP or health provider. That's really, really interesting, Ashley. Thank you. So how can people get in touch with you?
So I'm on Instagram on Adala_UK, or I'm on Facebook at Adala.UK1. I haven't got my website set up yet, but it will be Adala.UK when it's set up.
Okay.
So we're in the process of that at the moment. And yeah, if you contact me, social media is the best way to contact me, really. And then I can get back to you. Midlands wise, there's always something going on. I've got a few little places that I'm in monthly, so I hold full moon ceremonies with Cacao. That's in Hinckley. And then we've got a few festivals coming up as well. So I'm quite looking forward to that.
And most of what you do is all face-to-face work. Have you got anything sort of planned online?
Not online at the moment. I'm happy to look to go online, but yeah, I'm very much out and about at the moment. So yeah, getting my face out there.
Good. It's an exciting journey.
Yeah, definitely.
So I shall pop Ashley's details below anyway, so that you can get hold of her. But Ashley, thank you so much for sharing this little passion with us. And I look forward to seeing you again sometime.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Jackie.
You're welcome. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.